Hello guys, welcome to this new and exciting video on Power BI. So today we are going to learn our third visual, which is clustered bar chart. Okay, we'll see what is the meaning of clustered bar chart, where we have to use this clustered bar chart, and the next thing is how to format this particular visual very properly. So till now we have seen stacked bar chart. We have seen the formatting of stacked bar chart, then we have seen stacked column chart, we have seen the formatting of stacked column chart. Now, in today's video, we are going to learn how to create custom bar chart and how to format custom bar chart properly. Okay, so for that, we'll just select the visual custom bar chart. Okay, so the first thing is we need to define the size of this visual. Okay, okay, so we'll start from basic. So first option is when we select the visual, the first option is y-axis. Okay. Now it means that what we want to define on y-axis, we have to just drag that particular field here. So let's say we want different departments on y-axis. Okay. So I'll just drag department field here. And yes, on y-axis, we got department, you can see. Okay. Then on x-axis, what we want to show, let's say we want to show treatment cost. So I'll just drag treatment cost on x-axis. So we'll get the graph in fraction of second. Now let's first fix the size of this one. So for properties, we can define size. I'll put 480 as height and width as 1000. Okay. Now this is the visual. We have created the visual for department versus the total treatment cost. Now we are going to see how we can customize this particular visual more efficiently so that we can enhance our data visualization. Now the next thing is if you select, now right now drill down is not present. Okay. So if you hover the cursor here, it will show department is cardiology and the sum of treatment cost is 681048. But any drill down option is not there. Now let's say what I'll do, I'll just drag provider name on y-axis one more time. So on y-axis, we have two different fields, department and provider name. Now you will see there is no information regarding the provider name on visual, even though we have dragged this particular field on y-axis. Why is it so? Okay, so right now we got drill down option here. Okay, now let's say if you select, if you click on this particular bar, the bar which is for cardiology, if you click on that one, okay, you will get who are the different providers for cardiology department and what is their treatment cost. Okay, so this is called drill down. Okay. Now, for example, if you again go, if you select orthopedics now, okay, but before drilling down, you have to select this particular option. You have to make drill down mode on. Then only it will work like this. Okay. Now, let's say if you want to see who are the different providers for orthopedics and what is the sum of the treatment cost for each one of them. So just click on this orthopedics bar. Okay. It will drill down your report. And now you can easily see there are 5 different providers, and for each one of them, the treatment cost is there. Okay, so this is called drilling down of report. You can use this functionality in your report. Now the next thing is what are the legends then? Okay, now let's say for cardiology you want to divide this particular bar for male and female. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just drag gender in legend. So what it will do, it will divide each and every bar into two different types of gender, which are male and female. So this light blue color is for female and dark blue color is for male. Okay, so this is the use of legend just to dividing the bar. Now, for example, there is one category for which we have 5 different things. Okay, and if we drag that particular category to legend field, okay, so it will divide each and every bar into 5 different parts. So the functionality is same. Okay, in stacked bar chart, it was dividing the bar. Okay, when we drag any field to legend, but in case of clustered bar chart, it is creating the clusters of bar. Whatever field we are dragging into the legend here, for example, we have dragged gender, so it is creating 2 different bar for each gender, one for male and one for female, for each and every category. Okay, so this is the use of legend. Then the next thing is small multiples. Now, small multiples means we have created the visual which shows department versus sum of treatment cost. But we want this particular visual for each and every gender, means separate for male and separate for female. So what I'll do, I'll just drag gender in small multiples. So it will create 2 different graphs, one for male and one for female. Okay. On y-axis, the category is same, which is department, and x-axis shows sum of treatment cost. For example, let's say you don't want this for gender. Okay, so I just drag this gender to legend. It is dividing each and every, means it will create a cluster for each and every category. Okay, for male and female. But I want this particular graph for different provider name. So I'll just drag provider name to small multiples. See, for each and every provider, we have different graph now. So this is the use of small multiples. Okay. Then the next thing is tooltip. Okay, now what is tooltip? If you hover your cursor here, so it is showing that the department is cardiology, the gender is female, and the sum of treatment cost is 365203. But let's say you want to show more information when you take your cursor there. Okay, so what you have to do, whatever you want to show now, you have to just drag that field to tooltip. For example, if you want to show total medication cost, okay, so I'll just drag this particular field here. Now, if you take your cursor, it will show medication cost as well. Okay, so this is the use of tooltip. It will for showing the information. Now, the next thing is how to format this visual. Okay, right now it is looking very simple. Okay, so we'll try to do same formatting which we have done for stacked column chart and stacked bar chart here as well. So what I'll do, I'll first define the color of background. So I'll go to canvas setting. Okay, select canvas background and I'll use black color for background. So right now the color I have selected is black, but it is not visible on canvas. So canvas is nothing but this particular space where we create the visual. Why it is not visible? Because our transparency is 100%. So I'll just reduce the transparency. See, our background is black in color now. Now it is looking very awkward, right? Our visual background is black and our canvas background is, sorry, our visual background is white and canvas background is black. Okay, so we'll change the background of our visual as well. Okay, so for that I'll select the visual. I'll go to general and effect. I'll select the color of the background black. Done. Now we'll format this particular visual just for to look good. Okay, I enable the visual border. So when I enable the visual border, it will draw a border around our visual. So as our background color is black, I'll select the color of background as white so that it will be clearly visible. And the next thing is I'll use, instead of sharp corner, I'll use rounded corner and the size will be 50 pixel. Okay, and I'll increase the width as well of border to 2 pixels. Then one more thing, there is no shadow for this visual right now. I'll just enable the shadow as well. Okay, and the color of the shadow, instead of black, I'll select white. See, right now the shadow is on bottom and right because we have selected the location as well. Location of the shadow means position of the shadow, bottom and right. So you can change the position according to the given option. Okay, then the next thing is, okay, now let us format x-axis and y-axis for the visual. Okay, so I'll just go to format your visual option. Okay, so first let us format y-axis. So let's make whatever the data is present on y-axis, let's make it bold. Okay, we'll increase the size to 15. Okay, so that it will be clearly visible. And the next thing is the color we will select as white so that it will be clearly visible because our background is black. So we'll use lighter color. Okay, and this is done. Now title is enabled, but it is not shown. So why it is not shown? Because the color of the font is black and background is black. Because of that, it is not visible. So I'll just make it white and I'll increase the size to font size to 20. So our title is also clearly visible now. Then let's format the x-axis. Okay, so we can define the range as well. So right now it is starting from 0 million to 0.4 million. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll put minimum value as 0, maximum value as 5 million. I'll put. Okay. This is looking good now. Then the next thing is the values which are present on x-axis, these are not visible because our font color is black, right? So we'll make the font color as white so that the values will be visible. We'll increase the font size of the values. Okay, and the next thing which we are going to do is title for x-axis. That is also not visible because same issue, font color is black. So we'll make it white and we'll increase the size to 50 and we'll make it bold. Then legend. So legend means what this light blue color is showing and what this dark blue color is showing. So currently the position of legend is top and towards the left side. So we'll make it top and in the center. Okay. And the text which is used for legend is having a black color. So we'll make it white so that it will be visible. We'll increase the size. We'll make it bold. Then title. So now, right now, this title is for legend only. So the title is gender. If you want to show the gender, you can enable. If you don't want to show, you can disable. Okay. So it is based on you. The next thing is which makes the our visual cooler is grid line. Okay, so let's select the color of the grid line as any lighter color we can select. Okay, transparency will keep 0 and instead of dotted we'll select solid. And the next thing is we'll increase the width of this grid line like this. Okay, so it is looking good. If you want, you can give the zoom slider functionality by just enabling this button. So what zoom slider do, you can change the values of axis like this based on it. Okay, just by dragging this zoom slider. Okay, and if you don't want the bar color as blue and dark blue, so what you can do, you can change the bar color as well from here. Okay, so for female right now the color is this one, so we can change it to this, and for male the color is this, so we can change this as well. So it is looking good. Now if you want to draw the border of bar, you can do this with the help of this one. Just enable this and you can define border means like width of the border and all. So I'll just disabling it because I don't use it. Okay, so this is done. Now if you want to like create one more clustered bar chart. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just drag it here. Now let's say I'm creating one more cluster bar chart. Okay, now this time I'll not create it for like department versus total treatment cost. What I'll do, I'll okay wait, I'll just decrease the size of this one. Okay, now this time I'll do provider name versus sum of treatment cost. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just drag provider name to y-axis. Okay, and then the next thing is sum of treatment cost, right? So I'll drag treatment cost to x-axis. Now our graph is prepared, but formatting is not present. Okay, so will we follow the same step for doing formatting or create same type of visual? No. So Power BI has given one option to copy the format from one visual to another visual. Before that, one more thing which is remaining is title for this graph. Okay, so we can select title from here. Okay, so right now it is treatment cost, comparison of treatment cost by department and gender. Title is not present because the font color is black, so I'm making it white. Okay, and I'll align the title at center like this. Okay, now tell me, for creating a new visual, will I follow the same step? Means I'll first define the background of the visual, then I'll draw border, I'll make rounded corners, and I'll define the colors and font size and all. No, what I'll do, I'll just copy the format from formatted visual to the unformatted visual. How to do that? So we have one button here for format printer. Before that, we have to select the visual which is formatted. I'll just copy the format and I'll paste it to this visual. Done. Our graph is prepared. Okay, so this is the use of format printer button which is given here. Okay, so we in the today's video we have covered how to create clustered bar chart. Okay, then we have learned what are the different options of formatting the clustered bar chart and what are the different options which are available for clustered bar chart for customization purpose. Okay, so we have learned these things in today's video. So I hope you have liked this video. I'm just defining the size of this chart one more time. Okay, so I hope you have liked the video. If you have any questions regarding clustered bar chart, okay, you can comment. I'll reply to those comments, and I have given the data set in the description box. What you can do, you can just upload the data into Power BI, and you can follow the same steps for creating this kind of visual. So you can do the practice. Thank you for joining with me. Thank you.